FM.
Good evening, Lagos.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Good evening, Lagos. It's so good to be here at Hot FM. I love coming to the station, and I really like that introduction that Sensei did. That's mad.
We're trying to figure out if it's the first time we've seen this year.
Yeah, I feel like we bumped into each other randomly on the road. But it might have been last year, maybe.
Last year.
What was the open house?
The open house was last year.
Okay.
It was last year.
Because I know I came for that.
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah,
of course you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so I listened to the brand new song. We've already played it. You know, Jaiye, Time of My Life. I loved it. And then you said, like, there was something you said at the end that, was it Johnny Drille? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Johnny Drille.
Johnny Drille on it, produced it.
Yeah, he did.
Guy. I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, I think that's been the reaction of everybody recently, is the fact that I think when Johnny Drille and I work in the studio together, the song that comes out is a song you wouldn't expect Johnny Drille to have produced or Poe to have rapped on or worked on. Yeah. That's what I like about our collaboration together.
I like it too.
Yeah.
And talking about where you are right now, 2019, your label is, it seems like, you know, there's a new lease of life to the label.
Yeah, like the way you described that.
Yeah. Because a lot of people were giving Mavin stick towards the end of last year, saying, okay, what is, you know, even if people were not saying it a lot, but behind the scenes,
they were saying
questions were being asked.
Yeah.
So what's happening? You guys signed all these people.
What's going on? Where they at?
Were you at some point, you know, being like really skeptical? Okay, why did I make this move? Is this move right for my career?
I think any artist who takes what they do seriously and places value in themselves has, to be honest, has asked themselves that question. I definitely did. But I also realized that I signed to a label that is not trying to hide things from me. Okay. So, you know, they pretty much I was told, this is what we're working on. This is the vision, and this is where we want to take things. You know, so I could make a decision that was based on all information. You know, and I saw the vision because I know where I want to take myself, and I know if I'm going to have support, I know the kind of support I need. And I realized that, okay, we are still in alignment if this is where you want to go. And I understand that to secure these deals and make these things happen, it does take time.
Yeah.
Just like how me building my own fan base takes time. So because I had this information, it made it easier for me to weather the storm. You know, so I mean, like, Sensei, me, I'm grateful because I was able to still release Talk About Poe last year, and that's probably one of the best. Like, that project, what it did for me, even
Red
for the
Light
fans.
to is one of my favorite projects. You know?
Yeah, you know, like it was a peak for me. It was a peak in my own personal career because that was my first ever project.
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming into 2019, we're talking off mic. You know, what your personal life, and then your life as an artist.
Yeah.
How you've been able to put one aside from the other. Was this something you told yourself from the beginning, and how hard is it?
It was something that I always used to think about. I used to wonder how other artists did it. Then as my personal life became more of a source of energy for me, I knew that I needed to protect it and kind of keep it's somewhat separate from what I do.
But it must be difficult.
It is difficult. I think one of the ways to make it easier is for the elements and the people in your personal life to be knowledgeable about what you're doing. They need to see what you do. They need to believe in what you do. They need to support what you do. If you try and keep them so separate that nobody knows what's going on in either world, you run into problems. You know what I mean? So, and I bring them around. I bring my family around, you know. I bring people around in my life. I let them see this is what I'm doing. I let them be involved in even the decision making. Like, yo, I want to shoot this video. If this is the leading girl, what about this leading girl? What do you think? You know, so I think Sensei, you get me.
Let them know.
You know, like, so to me, it's you're right though. It's a very difficult balance, and I feel like you can only do it if you really believe that's.
But has her role, has the role she plays in your life? I know right now it's a one thing. It's not two people. It's just one person, or it's a union.
Yeah.
You know, going forward from this point.
Yeah. There's somebody in my life I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
That I really like. So you're talking about? What are you saying, Sensei?
Aren't you already in that place? You're already in that place. So what I'm saying is, you know, you guys are one till the end of time.
Okay.
You know, so I want to say, has her role in your life, especially in your artistic life, has it increased or diminished? Because you have to, like you said, you know, leading lady, music video, you let some people know.
I mean, like, what I do is there's nothing I do musically. There's nothing I do musically that I don't discuss. It's all very open because it is a shared dream, and also, what's the word now? It's like almost like we're building this brand together.
Yeah.
Kind of way. So it's like, okay, it's like a CEO speaking to their COO or something like that. So it's that kind of, situation going on.
Joint venture. This guy put camera on me now. The guy just leave camera on.
Oh, so that's what he's doing. He's handling.
Yeah, we're live. You don't know that. You should
mad.
know that by now.
I've known, but it's like, so, but which is the main? Okay, that one right there, that's the main camera. Okay, me. Okay,
every camera, I get it. There are cameras everywhere, man.
I like Hot FM. Shout out Hot FM for being advanced.
Check out Paul. We are live right now, hotfm.ng/Lagos, and you get to see him in the studio. We're about to listen to his brand new song.
Yes.
Go ahead and do the introduction for the song, Paul.
All right. This song is called Jaiye, Time of Our Lives, and I need everybody to understand that despite the situation we're in, the times we're in, it is indeed the time of our lives. Listen to Jaiye.
Here it is. Brand new from Paul. You want to ask anything, get on Twitter at @HotFM_Lagos.
Hot FM.
Refreshing sound. I won't lie. Very refreshing from everything out there.
Sensei.
Did you think that you'd be able to do this?
I think that's the beautiful thing about music. And I love the fact that because I am a rapper, I love rap, and that's how I express myself. People will forever put you in a box. Forever limit you through their perception of you. So for me to be in the studio and do this, it broke the perceptions that
you
have
had
been in my own self. Like, and it was easy. That's I think the thing that's for me is easy. It was easy to create.
Tell me how you guys created this then.
Alright, so I'd been
a rainy night or a night with a lot of. Okay.
No, actually, funny enough, it's been something I've been telling John, let's get back in the studio, because we had done some stuff earlier. I'm like, let's go back in the studio, man. I want to do a track that's very bass, driven by the bass. I knew I wanted that. And Johnny comes to the studio one time, and we're working, and then he doesn't bring his huge keyboard that he normally uses. Like, Paul, let's not work today. I don't know about today. I'm not really feeling it. We only had one small little controller. It's like, I don't really work like this. I'm like, Johnny, let's just try. And this Jaiye came from all of this. I knew what I wanted in terms of like the how I wanted the drums to go, how I wanted it to sound, but Johnny killed the choices of instrumentation and all that, and the sound that he gives, and then his voice at the end. Like, nobody expects his voice to come in, so it takes the song to another level. To me, it's the power of collaboration, it's the power of being able to be free, and it's the power of going beyond expectation. This is above my expectation, in fact.
The guy is at spiritual level, no?
Hey,
as in every spiritual, when you there was just a moment there, your eyes went closed, and then you have the power of collaboration. The power of, I'm like, okay.
Sensei, for real, like, I love the song. I'm excited about the song, and I like that it's another step to my own creativity and artistry, and I like that I shared it with a person I think is very talented, Johnny Drille. So great producer, and there is. You can see you see an artist. Artists are always, people that put out music, always excited about the music that they make. Yeah.
There's the excitement for the music you make, and then there's the joy, from the music you make.
Yes, exactly.
And so this, what I'm saying, is joy from your own music.
From your own music. Is like, how can you get this level of joy from your own stuff? It's a bit. I mean, it's just, yeah. I think at the end of the day, it's just a sign of the things to come. It's a sign that there is the kind of music that's taken over in our country is here to stay. Would
you say, okay, when you check out the mood of the nation, especially with recent days,
yes,
everything that's happened, elections, and all of that, a lot of people would think that artists right now should be going conscious.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's a great question. It's something I had to ask myself, to be very honest. I had to ask myself before I released this record. But then I had to remind myself of why I made Jaiye. Jaiye is the time of our lives. It is the idea that the present is important. The fact that we live in a country that makes you forget to celebrate your little victories, the small victories, because we're so busy surviving. We're so busy getting from one hurdle to the next. that when you do something that is actually important for your life or a member in your family, you don't even celebrate it. You don't pat yourself on the back to give yourself the energy to face the next hurdle. I feel like we don't know it, but unknowingly we are not placing enough value on ourselves, who we are, and what we bring. Jaiye is a reminder to do that, because as Nigerians, we can do so much. That's the thing. I think Nigerian people don't realize the power that they inherently have and are prone to complaining about the situation.
Please, what's the name of your party?
Like, for real, seriously, like, I genuinely believe that. I believe that in 2 years' time, 5 years' time, we'll look back and be like, that period of time when I was ready for the hustle, ready to do what I needed to do, that was the time of my life. And so my grandfather used to tell me, like, you want to leave a legacy, Abi? You do know that now is as important as tomorrow. You always used to tell me that. So what are you doing right now?
Oh, man. Paul
time of our lives.
Spiritual, man.
Time of our lives.
We'll talk to Paul when we come back with more questions. Probably play the rapid game.
Oh.
The rapid fire game.
Already sounds dangerous. Yeah. It already sounds dangerous.
Don't worry, calm down. It's Friday. So everything will be easy.
Alright, cool. No worries.
Guys, remember, tweet us @HotFM_Lagos. Let's do some Kojo Funds featuring Malik Berry, and then back to back with Paul featuring Shay. Red Lights. It's still the Super Drive with Sensei.
Hot FM.